You know, when we talk about restoration work, you have different levels of restoration work. You have, let's just make it look good restoration work, or let's just make it run restoration work, and that looks good enough for restoration work, or I just want to restore it to get rid of the car. Or you have the top shelf. We strive to be the top shelf. So when I talk about that, I mean that we don't cut corners. This restoration work takes a long time. I mean, I could have 300 hours to I could have 700 hours in a car. And these are billable hours. You know, when we do a paint job, it's just not scuff it, shoot it, it's done. It's disassemble the car completely. I mean, detrim everything, every piece of chrome, every bit of headlights, every bit of handles, everything that's on the car, we detrim it, we take it off. The point of this is each one of these steps costs money. But each one of these steps, if you take it out, it affects the next step. Meaning that if I didn't epoxy this bare metal and I went over and just put body filler or whatever it is on it, we're gonna end up having a problem down the road. I have a perfect example, let me show you. We stripped this car down, doing a paint job, and he got a cheap paint job, and you can see here what was done. It's got, I don't know, ½ inch of body filler here, but on the backside, that's how he fixed it. He just cut a piece of metal out and just took and screwed it in, right? And that was it. That's not the way we do this stuff here. But what we do is we take the time and the effort to make sure that our finished product will last extremely long time. These just take hours and hours because you have panels, you have doors, you have fenders, you have hoods, and anybody that's worked a hood before knows it's not easy to do. Metalworking takes a long time, and that's a skill position. Again, there's many different layers of attention to detail. When we do something here, the lines have to be perfect. It has to be flat. Everything has to be aligned right. If it's not, then that's the time to make your modifications, your fabrication, whatever you have to do to make these panels fit well. The customer's always able to come in and see the build process and sit down and talk with me directly and see how we do it. I refuse to send a car out that's not right. They used to have a devil on my shoulder that used to say, 20 years ago, to say, well, it's good enough, nobody's gonna see it. Well, I've learned to fight that devil off, and now I got the angel on my side that says, Terry, it needs to be right no matter what. Because if someone gets in there, you want him to say, wow, this is gorgeous. Not, wow, who did this job?